2, 3. Okay, that should be enough time to get the stupid audio crap buzz out of there. PCV Mac 184 here. Once again, James is MIA. Hopefully he shows up, but we have no idea if that's going to happen or not.
Waiting for him for like an hour, so.
Yeah,
Probably not.
I know his schedule's changed and stuff, but that's primarily because of school, and with today being today, I would think that wouldn't be a conflict. Maybe he's with family or something. I don't know.
What, she's in the hospital and we all look like jerks?
Yeah, I know. I can see it in the headlines. James got hit by a car. He's in stretches. He's on the fucking thing. And he's like, "Those bastards are making fun of me." It's like, wherever he is, we hope he's fine. And I hope he's able to show up for Linux this week. He may show up late like he did last week, although we're late. It's whenever he does show up, we need to get this fixed so we can schedule a time. I mean, whether it's a different time or a different day or whatever, I don't know. I kind of wish I hadn't hung up on Commodore now. I should have said, "Hey man, stay around." He doesn't have a camera, which is he pays attention to some stuff, but oh well. Do we want to start with the obvious, or do we want to start with some of this other stuff? I don't know if you had a chance to read that comment, the person, the whole Android versus iOS thing up there at the...
It sounds like typical trolling to me.
Yeah, it's a difference of philosophies, to be honest. But those of you who are wondering, the comment we're talking about, basically, we're getting razzed on, both in PMs and in the comments, by a few people who are like, "Oh, here we go, the antivirus bullshit." Because, yes, Android has antivirus, anti-malware tools. Personally, I prefer that approach to the let Big Brother take care of everything and ignore the code they miss or the things they overlook or the other stuff like that, and just... So honestly, Android and iOS are diametrically opposite philosophies. I mean, there's pros and cons to both. I personally don't like the Big Brother approach. There are people who swear by it. My personal problem with the Big Brother approach is if Big Brother screws up, you're SOL. And if it's your job to be taking care of it and you screw up, you have nowhere to look except for you.
I guess a lot of people don't trust themselves or whatever, but personally, I find it easier to convince myself that I've screwed up than to convince somebody else that they've screwed up. Because usually, I can see when something is hurting me instead of somebody else.
Well,
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And the other thing that makes sense to that, to me at least, is the fact that no two end users are going to agree what's best for them. I install some things that in a perfect security world, I probably shouldn't. Both on Linux and Windows. I understand every time I do that, I'm risking getting bit in the ass. So when I do that, I am risking getting bit in the ass. I'm basically going, in spite of the inherent risk to what I'm doing, I trust this particular company I'm getting this thing for, even though I'm doing something I should ideally never do. But I trust them, so I'm doing it. It's the same thing on any Linux distro when you install from outside the repository. It's the same thing on Android when you install from outside the Google Store and that type of stuff. And things are going to get by. No matter how fine the microscope, things are going to get by because the one constant is scumbags are the most innovative SOBs on the planet. And they will figure out a way to get around the test which is only obvious after they've got around the test. So, honestly, the end user being just a little vigilant is the best defense. Now, the obvious big brother argument is the end user isn't going to be vigilant. The end user is an idiot who doesn't understand anything about anything. What's your feelings on that argument, to be honest?
I don't know. My mind wandered over back to the comment, and I don't know. He starts ranting something about OS 10 as well, and I'm wondering if he realizes that they have anti-malware scan built into Snow Leopard.
Oh, they finally did that. I didn't know they did that. Okay, yeah, no, that's the thing, because it's honestly there are viruses for Linux and OS 10, and pretending viruses and malware for Linux and OS 10 don't exist is setting yourself up to be exploited by them. It is. I'm glad to hear that. Actually, I thought Apple hadn't patched that. Like Windows has the Defender app you can go get to protect yourself, and there's plenty of free virus tools. It's like honestly, Mac
Essentials too.
No, that's the thing. Regardless of what platform you're on, even Mac or Linux, you still need antivirus, anti-malware. Now, I realize Apple built their whole marketing campaign for a while there on we're virus free. Here's the thing: Unix and Linux are inherently more secure. Inherently more secure does not equal immune, which means you need to exercise some common sense. You need to protect yourself. So that's on that. It's like I saw a part where they were trolling on going. It's like nobody understands that little warning that says the media player is accessing internet and SMS and all this other shit. And I'm like, yeah, I think Grandma understands that our media player doesn't need to go make IMs.
My grandma wouldn't, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, see, then that's the thing. It's your job then, as the family geek, to explain to Grandma that will result in a $1,000 cell phone bill. That's your job. You have a responsibility as the family geek to protect Grandma from having her savings account wiped out.
In her case.
Okay. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at what just happened there.
Oh, let's hear it.
I didn't have the computer you're on plugged into the wall.
This seems like a bit of an oversight.
Only entirely. It's just, I can't believe I did that. That's just right up there with what the fuck.
Big deal, I guess.
Oh, that's bad. That's like, okay.
We have 50 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. Hey, let me switch the computer you're on.
Okay. Meantime, I'm gonna go in case we do any tinfoil.
Oh, you can go get your hat real quick if you want. That's okay. Okay, well, he goes and gets his hat. I might as well do it the other system.
Maybe I should use the in-ear headphones more often. so that I can slip the hat on and off easier. Probably looks better too. What the heck, I'll do it.
Actually, you know what? You will sound better if you call into the other system.
Right.
Hold on.
I remember when I dropped them. Let's see how bad these things are. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me fine? You know what?
Not very well.
You know what? Hang up and call it.
That's why I dropped these things.
Yeah, hang up and call in again. Can you do that?
One more time?
Hang up and call in again.
Okay. Alright.
That should be better all around.
Yeah. I'm not using those in-ear headphones though. I remember now why I got rid of them. Guess if I need to, I could just slip these things back.
Okay, I know I plugged that in right. Stop it! God damn it. Forget the aspect ratio. 124 by 578. Okay. Yeah, what y'all are seeing me do here is all the bullshit I have to do to set up a show to make sure things look right and sound right and other stuff, which is why I don't really like this software, to be quite honest, all. And
Wait, we were recording?
oh yeah, all of that is now in the recording. I don't know if I'll edit it out or not. It's like I never stopped the recording, so that all glitches in there. It's like my stupidity, me not plugging in the thing, me switching you from one computer to another, to the sun, to plugging the screens off, to everything else. It's like I didn't stop the recording. It's like yeah, this is why I'm looking for a better solution to a little hodgepodge setup I have here, because things can just go wrong rather easily. And I'm sure all the Apple fanboys are out there going, well, if you had an all Mac setup, this wouldn't happen. To that I have to say, bullshit. Because this is coming from the fact that this particular region of technology is very underdeveloped. I'm basically doing what you should be buying a TriCaster here for on an under $1,000 budget, which is yeah. There just isn't a good software in between that works well cross-platform between various other things.
I'm impressed it works at all.
Yeah, I'm using 2 POS computers in conjunction with a semi-okay computer and everything else. It's a hodgepodge setup from that we hope to improve, but you know, it leads to these IO glitches and all this other crap. And when I forget to plug in the laptop you're on, of course, it goes boop boop. Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the laptops with 8% charge don't run too long doing video and other stuff. So